jump on and show you how I save my images from taking them off my camera through to editing them. Once I've edited them, what I do with them. So I've got a late 2015 iMac. My memory on my iMac, I've got 1.68 terabytes of free space. It's been a 2 terabyte hard drive, internal hard drive that I've had on this. Um, I think I've had my iMac for around about 6, 7 years. And the only time I had a problem was when the internal hard drive did fail on me, about a year and a half, and then instead of paying out for a full new computer, I did get my internal hard drive replaced, and that's the way I've gone with it, because I don't want to spend out for a new one. It works fast. There's actually nothing really wrong with it, although I do look at new ones and think, oh, I'd like that. And the new M1 processor does look good, but there's no need paying out for that at the moment. So I was just going to show you how I do my saving. I generally try to avoid Lightroom, and that's mainly because with Lightroom, when it opens up and you've got them small thumbnails, it actually saves a copy of them small images onto your computer unless you actually tell Lightroom to save it elsewhere. So every time you open up a new Lightroom catalogue or add images into your Lightroom, it's double saving them images, which can use up a lot of space. The only time I do use Lightroom, I prefer editing weddings in Lightroom rather than Bridge, or Camera Raw as some people call it, but it's actually Bridge or Stroke Camera Raw. So what I've got here is I've got 3 folders on my desk. So this one here, I don't tend to rename anything. So this one is my actual SD card. This one, I've got a plug-in hard drive, 2 terabyte hard drive, and that's a Toshiba 2 terabyte hard drive that I've got shown here. And then this here, I've got a 10 terabyte hard drive that's also plugged into my computer via a network, and that is also linked to a cloud, so I can get my images anywhere that I am by logging on to the cloud, and I can download them images into any computer and work on them if needed. But it's more, I use it just for backup. So what I do is I take my SD card out of my camera and I plug it into obviously my card reader, and then I get this folder come up. So what I do is with my two terabyte folder, and this is mainly due to having a slow internet connection, because my 10 terabyte hard drive is connected via a network, and before a few weeks ago, before I upgraded my home network, it was really slow, so I'd only do it as a last resort on that backup. Now I'm going to slightly change the way that I do it, because where I've upgraded everything's got a lot faster. So what I used to do is I'd open up my 2 terabyte hard drive once I plugged it in, and I've named a folder already. I've added a folder in here, named it examples just for this video. So I'd go into my SD card. I know one of the shoots that I'd done was from that to 104, and it was just, I was out and about just doing some random shoots a while back. So I'll take them and I'll put them straight into the folder on the external hard drive. Once I've done that, I know then I've got that shoot from my SD card straight onto one of my hard drives. If I'm not going to be able to edit it or start editing it straight away, I will leave it sitting on the 2 terabyte Toshiba hard drive, and then I can take this SD card out and I'm done with that. Then I will put that back in the pile of SD cards that I've got, and then as I go and I'm doing a shoot, the first thing I do is I format that card. So I know that I've always, the way that I work, I've always got the last shoot that I've done at least on my 2 terabyte hard drive. With weddings, I'm a little bit more precautious, but for just my standard kind of shoots, this is exactly what I do. So I've got that. I've removed that SD card, so I no longer need that. Now I've got my images on my hard drive, what I'll do is I'd open up Adobe Bridge, wait for it to open, and then I can then I'll go into my hard drive, go into my examples, and then I've got my images there. So I'll go through, I'll do my simple bit, like my bit of editing. I can even open, do I really want to show you like this? I don't really know, but I'll just open one of the images. I was playing about with shift tilt lens. So I'll go into the image, open it up. I'll do my bits and pieces that I'll do, and then I open up the image into Photoshop to finish off my full editing, and it's gonna do its thing in a minute, I'm sure. I had everything shut down, so Photoshop sometimes don't work as fast. Are you opening? Yeah, so once I go in, I do my full edit in Photoshop, and then obviously I generally, there's a few different ways that I save, so let me just do it. At the moment I'll just export it as a JPEG, just so we've got hang on, what am I doing? I'll just export it as a JPEG and save in the place so you can see what I'm doing here. So save. So in examples, and save that now. So then I've got my JPEG in now. So then once I've got my images and I've got my JPEGs and stuff like that in now, I'd take this lot of images, so then I'd probably do a folder in there just to say finals or something like that. So I'd have my raws and my JPEGs that I've saved in the same folder, or like in the same main folder. But I'd get that, I'd open up my 10 terabyte hard drive, and again I've got a thing here saying examples, so I'll just take that and copy that over into this item, this box over here. Now sometimes, depending on the size of it, and obviously I used to have a lot slower internet connection, this used to take a lot longer. So then that means now I've got my raws and my edited photos on 2 separate hard drives, plus this is syncing with the cloud, so this is going straight onto my cloud as well, so technically I've got it saved in 3 places. Then generally I will leave the images also on this 2 terabyte hard drive until it just gets too big, like too much in there, and then I'll just take the images and I'll place it into the correct folders on my 10 terabyte hard drive. I don't think I have lost images in the past, but I haven't needed now to delete any images. I think I've got images going back to 2015, 2016 sitting on my 10 terabyte hard drive, but obviously it's too much to to put on the 2 terabyte hard drives, but I keep all my actions and overlays and stuff like that. I've got them in multiple locations, so if I need to, I can unplug this hard drive, and like the 2 terabyte hard drive, and take it somewhere with me. However, I've got it stored on like my actions and overlays. I've got it stored on my Dropbox. I've got it stored elsewhere. And then later on down the line, if my 2 terabyte hard drive is starting to get filled up, then I'll just take these folders, double confirm that I have got them on the 10 terabyte hard drive, and then just delete it. So none of these images actually touch any part of my computer. They go from SD card straight onto external hard drive, edited from external hard drive, and placed on additional external hard drive. So I don't have anything stored on my computer, and I moved my Lightroom catalogue as well, so my Lightroom catalogue actually saves itself to my 10 terabyte hard drive as well, so that's where it looks for them catalogues and can give me the little pictures before we actually go in and edit the images. So if you have any questions on that, or you need me to go over anything, please put a comment, and I'll do my best to answer it. Although I'm not computer technical, really, I know bits and pieces, but I don't know the full ins and outs. But this is how I've worked for many a year now. Even before I had the 10 terabyte hard drive, I had a 1 terabyte external drive and a 2 terabyte external drive, and I used to do the same thing then when I was starting out and I didn't have as many shoots. But obviously, as I've carried on growing, I've needed bigger and bigger hard drives. So that's where I bought the 10 terabyte hard drive, and that's where I moved everything, which was a really long process. Moved everything over there, and now I've got it. Some things just backed up on the 10 terabyte, but then I've got a duplicate copy of my more recent shoots over the last year, 2 years, on the 2 terabyte hard drive. Alright, great stuff. See you all soon. Bye.